Now we can start. Yes, there she. We will start it soon. Yes. We will start it soon now. Hi.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Can you hear
Hi.
me? How are you?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're audible. I don't know what the problem was. I mean, I sent a request for
Yeah.
the beginning of
Yeah.
the talk.
It's okay.
Sorry for being
We
late.
don't have
How are you?
any problem now. I think I can see you clearly and you can see me clearly. Wonderful.
Yes,
Great.
thank you.
Okay. So, Rezvan, I just want to say thank you very much for accepting my invitation for Teacher Talks and being my guest tonight. And we are going to have a very fruitful session with you tonight.
Sure. Thank you for your invitation and having
You're
me here.
welcome. You're welcome. So, if you're ready, can we start?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I know about you, but maybe our audiences would like to know about you. Can you tell us about yourself, please, and about a bit about your experiences too?
Yeah, sure. My name is Rezvan Ahmadnezhad. I'm from Iran, an English teacher, IELTS instructor, CELTA holder, trained a trainer holder, and
Yeah.
founder of Eduprimehub.
Okay, it's wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. Would you like to add anything else, or can I move?
If you have some more information, I'm all
Oh,
ear and I'm here to give you
okay. No, no,
information.
all right. Okay, thank you very much. So, Rezvan, uh, what was or were your turning point or points in your own education?
Nice question. I should say that for the beginning time, I didn't study English at university. And I studied architecture at university. When I
Ah,
finished my MA, yes, I decided to actually go for PhD, and that time I needed English. So I
uh-huh.
started studying English like a student after my MA. And then when actually I started learning English process, I fell in love with English actually. And not only I didn't study PhD for architecture, I decided to continue with English. And then quickly I improved my English language, I mean general English, and then I passed some courses like some TESOL courses, and then I got my CELTA in 2018, and that
Oh,
was like a new door to me, yeah. And before actually I study English, I had been teaching architecture at different universities in Iran, like a lecturer,
no, I
yeah,
see.
yes. And then these days, mostly I spend my time on English, and I have a very nice team of English teachers teaching to students, and we try to help them in English. Yeah, that
I
was a very important turning point. Yeah.
It's great. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing your moment with us, Rezvan. All right. So you've been teaching for a long time, if I'm not wrong. I
Yes,
don't know
actually,
how
I've
many
been,
years.
yeah,
Say
I
again?
mean, regardless of teaching architecture, I have been teaching English for around 9 or 10 years.
9 or 10 years. It's a great years to know it. So I'm sure that in these times you have tried different techniques, different methodologies and strategies in your lessons, okay? So
Of
can you
course.
also probably you have a kind of a philosophy of teaching. So what is it? What is your philosophy of teaching?
Yes, actually, for me, I can say philosophy of teaching for me is like meaningful communication with the students, not like a robot,
Huh?
because this is very important and we can have positive effects on our learners if we have meaningful communication with them, active learning, not just using some rigid materials, like using the same for everyone regarding their needs. We should choose different types and different styles and personalized instruction regarding their demands. Actually, these are my philosophy of teaching, and I have been doing this and try to actually improve it
Yeah.
every single day. Yeah.
I see. Thank you very much for sharing it with us, Rezvan. Okay, so we, as an educator, we all have different, different stories in our life, in our education life. Sometimes we have bad stories, sometimes we have good stories, and sometimes we have failed ones, and of course we have some success stories. So can you tell us one or maybe two success stories of yours, especially something inspirational for us?
Let me tell you about the time that I passed my CELTA course, because the time that I passed my CELTA course, I wasn't a very well experienced English teacher,
Ah.
honestly. Yes. Uh, I mean, yeah, I was a teacher, but I didn't know what's what really. And then, CELTA is a very challenging course for teachers. That time took me,
Exactly.
yeah, 1 month. It was like, I mean, very challenging part, but I did it successfully and I learned lots of things, not only, the techniques or the styles. I learned how to be a real teacher in my life.
Uh-huh.
And then after passing this course, I found it more and more interesting. I was so open to learning, accepting the challenges, and like this. And this was really inspirational for me. And when I tell this one to other friends, to other teachers, I say, yeah, for the beginning, it might be hard, but if you go on, the doors open. The doors open, the opportunities come to you, and then, yeah, you learn what to do, how to control, how to manage your students, how to actually manage difficult students, because we know that we have some difficult students, and in this course, I learned many of them. And yeah, still these days I'm using those techniques and those information. Yeah.
With you, I see. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, what I'm gonna ask you about, Rezvan, you have Instagram page or the company name,
Mhm.
Eduprime Hub. You have it.
Yes.
That's the name of it, I
Yes.
think. So,
Yes.
what is this Eduprime Hub, and how did you start it, and what's your aim with it?
Yeah, good question. Actually, Eduprimehub is a team. I founded this around a year ago. Uh, Before that, I had been teaching only, working as a teacher. Then I came to this conclusion that I could do something more. I can help both learners and some teachers. And then I decided to found this team, including very nice teachers. All of them are knowledgeable and TESOL certified. Some of them are CELTA certified, to help more, because I am one person and I can have like I mean, as one person, I don't have much time. I cannot help many of the students. Then I decided to do this. I built this team, and we have been teaching to Turkish students at different
Uh-huh.
language schools. Yes, because my teachers are all based in Iran, teaching students in Türkiye online, and we are doing this actually at Eduprimehub.
I see. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you very much. And how can how can parents and the teachers contact you?
It's so simple. I'm so active on LinkedIn and not, of course, on Instagram. However, they can actually keep in contact with me on Instagram and on WhatsApp. That is actually linked on Instagram. But mostly I'm active on LinkedIn. Simply, they can email me, message me, and get to know about the process, which is so simple and short. And yes, they can actually ask their request, and personally, I answer the questions regarding their needs and their demands. And then we
Hmm.
find the best teacher and the best way, the best solution for them, and offer them different types of classes, including group lessons, semi-group lessons, or even one-to-one.
I see. So the actually you actually just mentioned about the registration process, but can you make it a little bit more clear? How can they register?
Okay. As soon as they request and they actually show their interest that they want to have class with me, we can actually we send them a simple form. They just give them some information about what their level is, what their need is, or I don't know what their expectations are. And then personally, I arrange an appointment, like an online meeting, and I interview the students myself, or if they are like coordinators or managers from the schools, I talk about their needs and expectations. And then I interview the students to placement their level. I understand their levels. This is like
Uh-huh.
oral interview, not writing, because I do believe that, I mean, with oral interview, we can understand the students' needs and their exact level as they are using their active knowledge, not the passive knowledge. And then regarding their levels and the time that they are available, soon we arrange the classes for them. We ask them, and the time that they need will be arranged. I mean, it's not like, okay, we have just this time of the class. No, our time is so flexible. And regarding their time, which actually they are available and they need the class, or how many sessions during a week they want, we quickly arrange the lessons. We have one free trial lesson for them to see how the process is and what kind of activities their teacher actually bring to class, how the teacher teaches, and then they can start.
I see. I can understand. Okay. So again, next question is again with the lessons. How long does it take one course, and what are the prices? Actually, the prices part you don't have to mention it here if you don't want it. I just
Mm-hmm.
ask it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, you are a teacher, and you know that learning process is not the same for everyone. I am talking about one-to-one lessons. I mean,
I see.
regarding the students, if they are fast learners or slow learners, the teacher adapts the pace of the class with the learners.
Yeah,
So we don't have the clear time like many language schools that they say, we actually help you to get to this level in, I don't know, 40 lessons or 40 hours. This is not real, actually. I mean, we should accept the realities. So this is about one-to-one classes, but for group classes is a bit different. Normally, we try in lower levels, probably like 40 lessons. We finish one level, like A1, A2, or maybe B1. But for B2 and C1, you know that it's like a galaxy of English, and
Yeah, exactly.
definitely it takes time.
Yeah,
So
right.
we need more hours. Yeah, I mean, this is not my point. If you check the number of hours regarding the Cambridge actually criteria, you see that they take longer time. So it
Yeah,
takes more time. Yeah. So regarding if the class is one-to-one or group, that would be totally different, actually.
I see. I got it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, and that's all about my questions about your, I mean, like the what's the Eduprime Hub. So I'll move to another question. So you know that we are all working really hard and we have a lot of things to do. And
Yes.
while we are doing these things, a lot of things, sometimes we also want to improve ourselves as professionally. So when you
Yes.
think about yourself or generally, is it possible to develop professionally when you have a lot of work to do? If you can do that, how can you do it?
It has to be like a routine for a teacher. Honestly, we should accept it. I know that teachers have to work long hours. Even after the classes, they have some responsibilities like, I don't know, designing worksheets, finding appropriate materials for the class or
Yeah.
assessment, something. But we should consider the CPD as routine, no matter how much time we have. Even if we have a short and limited time, we can do this, as I am doing this one myself. Actually, I always recommend all teachers, including my own teachers, my team, that don't forget about general English, because this is the foundation of all things that we are doing. So don't forget about your general English. Even if you have like 10 minutes, just study something and get yourself up to date. And there are lots of actually online webinars by Cambridge that I really love them and I participate them. I try to join them at the time. But even if I don't have time and I am busy, I follow them on YouTube channels and I watch them in my free time.
Uh-huh.
And I learn them and I find them really useful because they make you up to date. You get lots of different mentalities about the teaching, or I don't know, some improvement, some new style. They are great actually. And that's what I can say. I mean, it has to be. Otherwise, after a long time, you find yourself in the place that you were in the beginning, and
Hmm.
it brings burnout, I guess, because
I
you don't
see.
see any, I mean, improvement in your position or something. Yeah, that's why I strongly recommend it to everyone.
I got it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Rezvan. All right. And you've been teaching for a long time to Turkish students. When you
Mhm.
think about this, what problems have you faced with teaching English to the students?
What problems?
Or challenging, we can also say.
Let's call them challenges. It's better, I guess. Yes. The very beginning one that I can mention is language barrier, specifically for lower level of English learners. I mean, sometimes there is a language barrier and it's like a blocker in the class.
Uh-huh.
This is one of them that I can mention. And another one that I felt myself is some different learning style and exceptions. I mean, because sometimes I find that I find them used to just looking at paper, writing something like worksheets, grammar. But honestly, yeah, but when I ask them, no, you are learning grammar to produce something. You are not learning grammar for grammar. You are learning grammar to speak. You are learning vocabulary to speak. And you know,
Exactly.
in the beginning, it is a bit hard to adapt themselves to this system and to this new style. But after short time, they feel that, wow, yes. I mean, the things that I learn on paper, now it helps me to produce something. I have some productive skills. I
I
can
see.
speak. I have something to say. And it makes them motivated to continue. Yeah, these are,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some challenges that I faced in the beginning, and then after a while, I came to this conclusion that if a Turkish learner comes to me and I say, we don't have paperwork, we have lots of speaking, yes, or even writing, of course, as productive skills, depending
Yeah.
on their.
Their level. I see. Thank you. Thank you very much, Rezvan. Okay. So in our lessons, actually, it depends on the teacher's decision, actually. Some teachers like to use textbooks, and some teachers use authentic materials in their lessons. So in your case, do you prefer using textbooks or authentic materials like emails, reports, case studies, or real life situations in your classes, and why?
Actually, I use both
Mm-hmm.
regarding my students' needs. For example, let me clarify with an example for you. For example, I have a learner, she or he is trying to get prepared for uh, general training module in IELTS. Okay, we know that in reading part they have some authentic material, like it's not always like scientific articles. So we do need to use them in our actually classes to make them ready for this one. Or sometimes even in general English, I don't find the materials, or I don't know, the context of our textbooks so exciting or engaging. That's why I decide to choose some other authentic materials, like as you mentioned, I don't know, emails or some, I don't know, newspaper, even some podcasts and some, I don't know, audio tracks or some parts of the videos. And then I use them. So I can say both of them equally I use. But sometimes the students need some, I mean, for IELTS academic module, I mean, they need more of scientific articles. Again, I use some actually articles, and I recommend them to study scientific articles to get to know specifically with the reading part or something. So both of them have to be used in the classes regarding the students' needs.
I see. I got it. Thank you. Thank you very much. And so my next question is about some online tools actually. We all like to use online tools, that in our lessons, and for example, for preparing lessons or during the lessons, or sometimes we advise to our students to use this at home. So can you recommend, or probably you also use it, a lot of matter tools or platforms. Can you recommend any tools, online tools or platforms that you use for yourself or for your kids, or students, I mean?
Okay. Uh, I love podcasts. I always use podcasts, and I always recommend my learners to listen to podcasts regarding their levels. I introduce different ones like, I don't know, BBC 6 Minutes, British Council, or for higher level like TED Talks. For a beginning, for the beginner levels, if they want to improve their vocabulary and step by step actually take some actions, Duolingo is very nice, and I find it,
Yeah,
I mean,
yes, that's nice
useful
one.
for the beginner levels, or I don't know, italki for those who want to improve their speaking and have a partner for speaking. It's good. They can use it because we don't have the chance to expose English language actually in Türkiye. That's why, other than the time that they are in class with me or with their teachers, they don't get the chance to expose English language. So italki can help them to improve
Uh-huh. Yes.
their speaking. However, I don't say that all these ones are enough. I always believe that having a mentor I mean, is really necessary, because you need feedback as a learner. You need to get feedback. You need to know your actually challenges and problems. In lower level, mostly students cannot understand, but as they start learning process, if they have a good teacher with, I mean, positive and constructive feedback, they get some awareness. Then they start to correct themselves, and this is a sign of improvement, I guess, because sometimes when they are talking or they are writing, they don't understand their own mistakes. But as the time goes by, uh, and they get feedback from their teachers, they understand that, oh, I made a mistake and I should get back and correct myself because I understood this mistake.
I
And
see.
this is a very nice actually progress in students actually learning, which they need to know. And then step by step, if they get this feedback that, wow, you understood this mistake, you made a nice mistake, look, you should do this, you should say this. That is a very nice mistake you made. I got it and I help you with this problem. And then next time, as soon as they make the same mistake, they correct themselves. And I find it really big improvement in actually English language. So other
I
than
see.
these actually platforms, having a teacher or I don't know, instructor or mentor is a need.
I see. I got it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Okay, Rezvan, my next question is about motivation. We always look for some look for something that motivates us or to do something. All right,
Mm-hmm.
especially when we do something at home or at school or for our work. When you
Mm-hmm.
think about yourself, what motivates you to do your job?
I always have this in my mind that the more I know, the better I can help. The more I learn, the easier I can make my student understand. That makes me really motivated.
Yeah, I
And as
see.
I
Hmm.
mentioned, yeah, exactly. This one always helps me, and as you mentioned earlier about CPD or improvement or having some extra information, not getting stuck in the same level, or I don't know, level of understanding or knowledge. Yeah, and I mean, yes, that's a fact. The more a teacher knows, the easier with less challenges can work, because if I know how to, so simply I can do it. Otherwise, I get stuck and I face lots of troubles in my life. That's why this makes me motivated.
Good. It's a good motivation. All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So, technology takes a really important place in our life. You know it, of course. It's everywhere. We cannot escape it. And it improves very quickly. For example, we have this discussion with you here. Right now, a lot of things happening around the world about technological things. So, but sometimes it's not easy to follow it. But as an educator, we have to do it. We have to follow these technological improvements. Sometimes we miss some point, but and then we try to catch it up. When you think about yourself, how do you follow these technological improvements in education world especially? What can you suggest to us about it?
Uh, I actually try to make myself updated with the technology, with following some newsletter, some YouTube channels, and actually some podcasts that I
Yes.
find them really useful. Um, Online webinars that I mentioned earlier, they are so nice and constructive, specifically these days, whatever we see is how to use AI in our actually teaching style. And I find them really useful, and I follow them as much as I can, not always, honestly, because it is not possible to uh, catch up with all actually uh, points in technology. But I can say, yes, I use AI in my uh, career myself. Like, for example, when it comes to start with a new student, I just ask for some background knowledge and I interview and then I think and I actually ask AI that I think about this student and how we can make it more and more effective, how we can help this student. Or when it comes to giving feedback, I think, and I come to some points. And then again, I check with AI that if it is enough or it can be better like this. Or, for example, for writing feedbacks, specifically for IELTS writing, that we have to feedback because I have seen many teachers that they say, okay, this writing is good or this writing is bad. Not even for IELTS, I can say for all writings. Okay, why it is good, how it is good, or if it can be better, how it can be. So first I check it and I try to actually assess regarding my knowledge and to make sure, again, I double check with AI and I am a human and not everyone is perfect. We sometimes make mistakes. And I make sure that every point is considered and then I give a better feedback to my students or even for my teachers because I observe their classes.
Yes,
Uh, I observe their classes, I take notes about their performance, and when it comes to giving them feedback before that, I mean, whatever I think, again, I check with AI how I can give them a more positive and constructive feedback, not make them demotivated, because sometimes with some actually feedback teachers, get demotivated because just mistakes are seen, not the positive points. That I mean, I'm against this one.
I see.
Yeah. How I use AI in my actually career is like this, always, all the time, but not asking AI to do my job. Just
Just
doing
get help a
myself.
little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
I see. Okay. And you are very busy. You work a lot. You work hard, and you do a lot of things. I know it, if I'm not wrong. And what are you doing for your job right now? And are you doing anything special? And do you have any projects to do? Something special that you haven't mentioned anywhere? Maybe you would like to share with us?
Oh, sure. Sure, sure. Actually, apart from my online classes that I am running myself every day, some parts of my day, I am preparing some little workshops for helping teachers. It's not big ones or I don't know, exhausting ones because I don't like them. And if they are like small bites for teachers, they can come and they can
I
find
see.
time. That's why I'm trying to design some little workshops like how to do, how to teach, or something like how to give feedback.
Great.
Yeah, these ones, as well as actually trying to have some negotiation with schools about
Wonderful.
how our team can help them after school hours, because what we are doing at Eduprimehub for schools regarding the online one-to-one classes is just helping students to have more production. What they learn at the school, here they put them into practice, like having more time and getting more chance of speaking. We don't teach them new lessons. I mean, along with their lessons at the schools, keeping in touch with their English teachers at the school.
Mm-hmm.
We get the information. For example, this week they are learning, for example, past simple. And then we design the best materials, more and more engaging materials regarding the school students' ages, like if they are primary or secondary or anything. We find the materials and we design our classes as much productive as we can so that they get the chance to speak. Because I know, because I have been teaching at schools in Turkey, and I see that the teachers are loaded with textbooks. That's why students do not have enough
I
time
see.
for speaking practice, and this is a really big need for them. And then we actually put them into practice, giving them chance and time to practice. And then I'm trying to negotiate with the schools that, okay, we have this actually, let's say we bring this opportunity to your students. The prices are so reasonable, the time are flexible. It might be during the weekdays or weekends as you want. We can actually arrange them for you. And this is so interesting for the students, because for students, when you talk to them about online lessons, they say, oh, we find them boring. We prefer to come to language schools. But when they come with their classmates, they don't feel alone. You know, they are
Yeah.
actually in on class with their own classmate, and makes them more interesting. And we try to actually do this with gamification specifically for
I
the
see.
students at the school to make
I
them more
see.
and more engaging. Yeah.
I got it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Rezvan. All right. So, we all have in our lives, we see always, actually, we take always good examples around of us. All right.
Mhm.
And we always want to see good people around of us. And if you like the things that they do, we take them as a role model for ourselves,
Mhm.
or they inspire us.
Yes.
When you think about these examples, of course, do you have a role model? If yes, who is your role model or who inspires you?
Okay, let me think about it. Can I mention two people?
Of course.
Okay. One of them is actually my first English teacher after I finished my MA in architecture. You remember I told you, yeah, actually, he gave me the courage to continue, and he encouraged me to pass the CELTA course. And
Wonderful.
he was, yeah, exactly. He was lighting my way and helped me, and I'm really appreciative about what he did for me. And another one was a mentor that I have when I was thinking that other than being a teacher, I can help more and more. My mentor helped me that you can be an entrepreneur and you can bring job
Yeah.
opportunities for people. And I don't say that I am a big one, but because I started and I founded Eduprimehub last year. It's a very newborn actually team, but the beginning steps always are the hardest ones. With the help of my mentor, Mr. Lutfi, he lives in America. He's an Iranian man. I found this courage and I did it. So I can mention these two people as role models for me.
Okay, great. Thanks to them then. Thank you. Okay, for sharing them here with us. Okay, the time flies and we don't know what's gonna happen in the future. When you think about yourself after, or maybe 15 or 20 years later, how do you see yourself? And will you still be a teacher or will you try another job or jobs?
I can say whatever I am doing, I mean, I will be doing that time, is
I see.
again related to education
Of
because
course.
this is my interest. Yeah. related to education. I'm not sure that after 15 years I can teach as much as now, but definitely what I'm doing will be about education, because I always believe that education is like foundation of each society. So if we help the education, if we help the learners, if we actually try to make this process more and more, let's say, more and more simpler and comfortable, so we can help the society. Maybe in 15 years, I have a better team or a company about education, helping lots of schools, lots of students, not only in Turkey, all around the world. Yeah, I hope I can reach it.
I see. Thank you very much. So, in our life, we face sometimes difficult situations, challenging situations that we cannot, handle it or cope with or deal with the problem. And when that time comes, we say sometimes on our own, and oh, I wish I could have a kind of a superpower so I could easily fix the problem or solve the
Mm-hmm.
problem. All right? When you think this in your classrooms, okay?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
If you could have one superpower to use in the classroom, what would it be and how would it help you?
If I had that superpower, it would be the ability to remove the mentality of learning process is a short process.
Yeah, I see.
Because sometimes students expect to finish this process. Actually, learning is endless. We know that. But by mistake, some learners think that okay, it has to be so short. And if I had that superpower, I would remove this mentality that it takes time. It takes time and energy. And I always give this example to my learners that just consider a 2-year-old baby. He or she starts speaking with the simplest word like baba or I don't know, dada in 2 years. But if you consider that baby in his or her mother tongue after like first grade, the baby, the child is speaking, but what level that person is speaking? Can you compare it, for example, with a lecturer at university? Never. So even if you consider your mother tongue, learning is time consuming process. So you shouldn't expect that, okay, after 2 months, I am ready to pass the IELTS with 7 band score or something. It's not reality. It's not real. We should accept the reality, actually. It is
Exactly.
time consuming. And just this one would be my superpower.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. So think that, okay, we finish our interview and you step outside your home and find a lottery ticket that ends up winning $100 million, which is a
Wow.
huge amount of money. What would you do? Be honest, please, okay?
Okay, sure. Yes, sure. How much you said?
$100 million.
Okay, good.
A lot of
Uh,
money.
yeah, that's a big money. Um, First of all, I try to spend a considerable amount of it on my business, on Eduprimehub, to make it more and more known. Because I know that the more I do this, the better I can help, of course. And this is
Sure.
like what I have in my mind. And at the same time, I mean, other than the part that I'm gonna spend on my personal life, like traveling or I don't know, buying the things that I have always loved to have, I would actually set up a charity,
Mm,
definite charity. And this charity works on education. Definitely, again, works on education because I know that many people all around the world I mean, because of the poverty, do not have the chance to get educated. So definitely it would be a charity about education so that everyone has the same chance to get educated.
I see. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. All right. And now I'm gonna ask you my last and the hardest question. Ready
The
for it?
hardest.
Yes. Okay. What is your motto? You see, it's hard question.
Yes, it is. Okay, I can say language opens the door because my field of career at the moment is actually language teaching. Language opens the door, and I just help students find the key.
I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. Great
this is
for
what
this
I can say
nice
about my
motto.
motto.
Rezvan. All right. So I ask all my question, all right?
Thank you so
And
much, Rezvan.
before ending our live sessions, would you like to say anything else to the audiences? Any suggestions, any advice, any recommendations?
Yeah, of course. For those who are aiming to learn language and they are waiting for the beginning day of next week, or I don't know, finding free time, I can say you never find free time. You should make it free. And yes, we should accept that the very beginning steps are the hardest. So this is important that you start. No matter how fast or slow you go, just they need to go on, not give up. This is very
Mhm.
important. And another thing about Eduprimehub. Okay, that was my recommendation to those who are aiming to start learning language, which is really necessary these days, I can say. About Eduprimehub, I can say if anyone comes through this live, or I don't know, your followers or your friends or anyone who get to know with me, and if they message me and they want to start their English lessons with our teacher, they can get a very nice discount.
I see. Wonderful. Okay,
Yes,
so they'll get a discount about it. Okay,
sure,
great.
sure, sure.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Rezvan. And before ending it, I would like to say one more time, thank you very much for your suggestions, for your advice, for your answers, and especially your time. You spend your time here with us. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Thank you.
Thank you for having me here and spending time and asking me those nice questions and helping me to be seen more and more and express my mentality through education. I thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So Rezvan Ahmadnezhad was with us here tonight with Teacher Talks 208, as you know that, and we had a fruitful session with her. And as you know that we are going to be here next week at the same time on the same day, every Monday at 9 p.m. for Turkish time. And until the next time, please, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And until the next time, please take care of yourselves. Take
Thank
care
you
of
so
yourself,
much.
Rezvan.
Thank you
And bye
so
bye,
much.
everybody, and peace.
Thank you so much. Have a nice night. Goodbye.